Hello, you are welcome to another interesting edition of My Lord Spiritual and Temporal. My name is Solumide Alabi, aka The Questioner. You can as well call me the Seeker of Truth and Justice. Today we are looking at the temporal aspect of My Lord Spiritual and Temporal. What does that mean? We are talking law today. Yes, we'll be talking law today. We'll be discussing things that the layman who is not knowledgeable about legal matters should know when they find themselves in certain legal matters. A very tight corner that they need the counsel of a lawyer. And I'm here to counsel you pending the time that you have a legal contact with your lawyer. Now, what are we discussing today? We are talking about a situation where the police is being used to evict a tenant from an apartment, or a situation whereby police is being used as an agent of debt collection. A lot of people had called me. They called me to inquire that they find themselves in certain situation whereby their landlord or the person they are owing money use the police to have them arrested and forcefully evict them from the house they are occupying, or to have certain amount of money that they are owing their creditor forcefully paid, or that an undertaking is being written at the police station that the person will pay the money on so day. Now, let me tell you this. The position of the law is clear on this. You cannot use the police as an agent of debt collection. At the same time, you cannot also use the police to forcefully evict a tenant in an apartment. Now, what is the role of police in this country? By virtue of Section 4 of the Police Act, and this position was also basically laid emphasis on in the case of Gani Fawayemi versus Inspector General of Police, where it was stated that the police is only employed to undo criminal matters. That is, the police is basically employed to detect and to prevent crime. Anything that has to do with crime prevention and detection, or to put the issue of law and order in order. To put society in order. That these are the major work that the police are employed to do, not to handle civil matter like the case of landlord and tenant relationship, or the case of contractual relationship between a creditor and a debtor, or where someone is being owed money. You cannot use the police officer to forcefully collect that money from the person. So if such a situation occurs whereby a policeman comes to your compound and says you are under arrest and you are needed in our station, please, I want you to be a good person. Don't fight with them. In as much as you know that they are police officer and you can see the person that has come to have them used to arrest you, then follow them to the station. Don't say anything. By virtue of the law, you have the right to remain silent. You don't need to say anything until you have access to your lawyer, to have contact with your lawyer. So follow them to the station. When you get to the station, politely ask them the offense that you have committed. If they tell you you have issue with your landlord, then know that purely that the police have done what is called illegality. The police are not allowed by law to venture into a contractual relationship or civil relationship. So at that point, tell them that you would like to meet with your lawyer. Call your lawyer. Then your lawyer knows what to do. Your lawyer will take an action against the police, and even against the person that has used the police to come and arrest you, and you will enforce your rights in a court of law. So your fundamental rights will be enforced in a court of law. So the position of the law is clear on this. Now, let me tell you, if your landlord wants to get you evicted, there are procedures for having that done. We cannot talk about that procedure today. No, the normal thing is that the landlord should give you notices, then go to court. The process are there in law. They are well spelled. So it is extremely wrong of your landlord or any person that is owing you money to use police to intimidate you or harass you, or to forcefully collect that thing from you, or to evict you in the apartment. So this is my position, and it is the position of the law. Till we meet next time, endeavor to get in touch on our social media platforms, Twitter, on Instagram, or YouTube, on Facebook, to get more information on the Lord spiritual and temporal.